Hi, Scott Orland with CINEMA-Magazin. In a theater, what a more perfect location to talk to our guest, M. Night Shyamalan, for his new movie, Glass. You know, I remember reading an interview years ago with J.K. Rowling, where she said when she initially sat down for Harry Potter, before she'd started anything, she kind of mapped out. She knew where the story was going to end, where the seventh book was going to go. You started this 20 years ago. You had an idea for a trilogy. How much is it all kind of playing out the way you first imagined it?
I mean, pretty close. The notes that I have in the little folder from 1999 have a lot of the beats that you saw in Split and in Glass in there. And I had a theory about what I wanted to do with the end of the whole trilogy, and I didn't know whether I'd have the courage to do what I wrote down in that folder. And so it's really exciting to be here today and finish all of that. And what's weird about being in this theater, I don't know if I can mention this, this is the theater where I screened Split for the first time ever, and the screening where I screened Glass for the first time ever. So and that was like a 3.5 hour cut of Glass, so it was right in here on that screen. It was the first time I ever saw it in its entirety. Isn't that amazing?
So hopefully, good juju, good juju, good things right here. I want you to talk a little bit about what I find fascinating about this story, and especially in this kind of world of Marvel superheroes that we live in. What is a hero to us? What makes a superhero? That the film kind of paints a really interesting examination that if somebody has a special ability, we as a society want to pull them back. We don't want them to be, we want everybody just to kind of be average and normal.
Yeah, the movement towards normal, I think, it's just the way we all tack to the middle and be part of the group, get in the side. So anybody that's on the exteriors is either shunned, to push them away, or is subjugated, and stay normal, stay in the middle. And so the movie explores this idea that even if you have had trauma and you're considered kind of broken, does that make you less than us? Or in some beautiful way, are you more than us? So it asks all of those questions. And I guess at the base, what you were saying was, if someone thinks that they're extraordinary, a kid or somebody stands up and says, I have something to say, do we think they're crazy? Or do we tell them, shh, sit down. You've lost your mind a bit. And so the movie talks about that, and how easily we can be talked out of our gifts. That it really is a belief system, and it can be shattered like that.
One of the things too, which is kind of intriguing, is your use of the cast. I mean, obviously you bring back Bruce and Samuel from the first movie, but with James McAvoy, you're bringing back about 14 people. How intriguing was it for you? Because in some of those sequences, he's going through a myriad of 7-8 different performances in a 5-minute span. Yeah. But you let the camera roll.
Yeah. I mean, I can go on and on and on about James McAvoy. The perfect human being to play this part, and we really get to see what an incredible singular talent he is. At the level of like Robin Williams, he has this ability to conjure and be physical in a way that's staggering. And so I was allowed to do what I normally do, which is don't do coverage, don't do cuts, and just have the camera keep going, and he changes personalities with absolute empathy for each character. It's amazing. In Glass, he did do all 23 characters. He did them. I had to cut out 3 along the way, which killed me that I had to cut out 3, but I did. So he does 20 in the movie. The final movie has 20 personalities in it. And we approached it as if they were all real, and he was defending them.
And there was one casting choice, too, which was the customer in the electronics store.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what did you see specifically in his acting ability that you knew, I needed to have him behind the counter?
Well, that guy, first of all, there's like a raw sexuality about him that's just undeniable. And when I met him, no, you're talking about me. You're talking about me. No, he, playing the parts in Split and Unbreakable, I wanted to tell the audience they were the same character. So there was a scene in the movie Glass that you see where I talk about that. I actually was going to write that similar dialogue for Split, that I was worried the audience would know what was going on too early in the movie, so I pulled it out.
Okay, without giving too much away, and as the last question for you, you kind of leave a little leeway at the end that there is a possibility of more to come. Do you want to wait and see how audiences react to this? Or is that just a great way to end a movie, is to kind of leave it we don't know what the future is.
Yeah, that's more what it is. It's definitely, I make original movies, and so hopefully that's what I get to do for my life. And I enjoy telling this trilogy because it was one story that I wanted to tell. But I do like that idea that the audience finishes it in their minds a bit, that they're a part of the storytelling.
Well, I'm going to finish this interview. Tonight, as always, such a pleasure. Thank you so
brother.
much. And this is Scott Orland. Until next time.